Hello and welcome! E3 is just about over with the conferences, with only Sony and Nintendo being the only ones left so far. So I decided, might as well, considering the fact the shows I actually wanted to pay attention to are pretty much already over and the information that they had to give us was already out now. So, let's start with Bethesda! Okay. In all seriousness, no, there were a lot of games that Bethesda had out coming out. It actually was quite a surprise. I mean, Rage 2, didn't think that was going to be a thing. It's a thing. That's right. It's a thing. So, it actually looks pretty good. And it's made by the same people that did Mad Max, along with, the studio working with Bethesda. So, it might actually be a pretty damn good game. I mean, from the gameplay that they showed, it was kind of impressive. It made me go, I want that game. And I kind of sort of put that on my list of games to watch. Then, of course, they also, talked about how Elder Scrolls Online is doing. And apparently it's still going and, I guess, picking up even. So, if you like the Elder Scrolls Online, that's actually pretty good. Because they showed off the Somerset Isles. So you have that at least. They also did a quick overview of the history of how the game progressed and everything that was going on with that. Then they talked a little bit more about Elder Scrolls Legends and how that was being moved to other platforms. So you have that to look forward to, and honestly, it looked pretty good so far. Then, of course, they went to Doom Evolved, and dear sweet Jesus, that game. That game. I want it. I want it. I'm not afraid to admit that. I want that game. That game looks awesome. I mean, they even made it more violent than the other Doom they came out with, which is insane. Then they had, what was it, two Castle Wolfensteins, or at least Wolfenstein games coming out. One was I think it was a sequel, and I forget what the other one was. Crap, I should have written notes or something. Uh, but then they announced, as a joke, apparently Todd Howard started this joke and it kind of spiraled out of control at that point. But they showed a fake trailer for Skyrim being on Alexis, which apparently is a thing. I'm not joking. He did an interview and he said, "Yeah, that started as a joke and now it's an actual thing." I don't know if that was another joke that he's just propagating or what, but that would make for a horrible combination. Uh, but as a joke trailer, it was pretty hilarious. I gotta admit, I was not expecting them to make fun of themselves like that. Uh, then they got into Elder Scrolls 76. And it's not a single player. There will be no offline mode to it. But don't let that discourage you. It kind of resembles what I would think of as Conan Exiles or Ark or Rust, where you can do base building. It's just not massive like an MMO, but it is an RPG. There is quests. There are things that you can do solo. Uh, but there are also huge boss monsters, and I think they're boss monsters. I don't know. They could be on par with that of a Deathclaw, which might be scary as all hell. There are a bunch of things that they showed for that game. I mean, heck, I kind of bought the collector's edition from them. So, they already got my money. So, aside from, Elder Scrolls, not Elder Scrolls, Fallout 76, you had Elder Scrolls Blades, which is a phone app that you can also use or play on the Switch, or I forget what other consoles he said it would be available for. But it honestly looks like it would be kind of fun to play because they have arena mode, they have the abyss mode, and they have town. Uh, Abyss mode is a never-ending dungeon where you can go as far as that dungeon until you die. That is the whole point of Abyss mode. Arena is 1v1 battles against other people, so you have pretty much PvP right there. for like an Elder Scrolls where you can just fight other people like through your phone or whatever system that you're going to be playing it on, and that's kind of cool. I have to admit, like I did not expect them to have that high of a quality uh, for a phone app. I mean, it looked really pretty. That's the best I can come up with to describe that. Is that it was a very pretty game for a mobile app, and it surprised me how much they could do with it. Uh, then of course you get a teaser trailer. Well, it's not really a teaser trailer. It's a trailer to say, hey, this is what we're working on. And that would be the Elder Scrolls 6 at the end of the conference that they showed. And yeah, thinking that that's probably going to be the homeland for the Bretons this time around. So, High Rock we go. Is it High Rock for the Bretons? Or is it High Rock for the Red Guard? I forget now. Damn it. Oh, I really need to start writing things down and, be able to read off scripts better. But as far as like their conference went, I thought it was pretty good with the exception of the cringiness of the band that they had playing at the beginning. I was like, oh God, make it stop, please. I mean, they spent, what, the first 10 minutes not actually doing very much of anything. But then when they actually kicked the show off in full gear, it was actually pretty damn good. The other show that I watched and really paid attention to was Ubisoft. And honestly, there was a few games that were in Ubisoft that I kind of liked and I'm looking forward to, which is still Skull and Bones. Oh my God, what they showed for Skull and Bones, like the progress they made on that game, that is epic. I mean, like giant boss ships that you can take on with a group of people, and it went from being a game mode of 5v5 that seemed really limited in terms of like the actual game itself to it seems like it's going to be an open kind of world type of deal where if you take on treasure ships solo and you grab the treasure, you might want to consider uh, if you're going to be able to run away or not, and whether or not you should call in like pirates that are allied to. And when I mean allied, I mean in air quotes, seriously, because they said that any allied ship can turn hostile on you and try to take the treasure from you. That's scary as all hell. I mean, if it were me, I'd just grab the treasure and get the freaking hell out of there as quickly as possible. So it looked like it was going to be a really fun game. It looks like it's shaping up pretty good. And they said it will be released sometime in 2019. So next year, hopefully by, what is it? We'll probably get one more E3 out of Skull and Bones, and then they'll release it sometime in fall. Is what I'm thinking. Unless it came up as like spring 2019, I don't remember. All I will remember was being like super hyped up and going, "Yay!" I know I just said I didn't want to see another Assassin's Creed game, but honestly, Odyssey looks like it's going to shape up to be a pretty damn good game. So if they can keep the quality up on these games while still making them, hopefully they don't start burning the series out again, because we don't need another Unity. Yeah. I mean, Unity flopped so hard it actually affected the sales of the game that came out after it, which was Syndicate. I'm not kidding. It's like a legitimate thing that they actually had said. Um, so other than that, those were the two shows I primarily paid attention to. I mean, I did see the Square Enix one, and I thought that one was kind of highly disappointing. It didn't really show very much. I mean, all it did was show all the stuff that they showed at the E3 Xbox conference, and they showed a few new things, but it was like it was 29 minutes, and that was just kind of boring. I mean, what was there to it? It wasn't very much. So, let's get into the discussion of Fallout 76. So, if it's gonna be it's gonna be dedicated servers. So, if you want to play solo, you can play solo. You don't have to group up with friends. You don't have to group up with other people. However, it might not be the best of ideas because if you're working together with other people, then that would mean that you could gather resources faster. You could get objectives done a lot easier with less wasted resources. Uh, Pretty much, it seems like it's geared up more towards being like a group activity kind of game that you could play solo. There have been some people that have been mistakenly saying that uh, solo was actually single player, and there have been just saying single player, but it's not a single player. It is an online only solo game. Well, it's an online only multiplayer game that has maybe 24 to 48 players, possibly, per server. They said that they weren't going to have like thousands, maybe, and just dozens. So if they have dedicated servers, if the servers are powerful enough, then it could be anywhere between like I don't know, 48 to maybe 100. I have no idea. It could be anything at this point. We don't know. They didn't give that great in terms of details on like numbers or what they expect. However, they did say if you pre-order the game, you can get a code which will allow you to effectively get beta access. So that's what I'm going to be doing. As soon as the beta test is available, I'm going to be checking that game out. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It honestly does. So, tell me what you guys think. Do you think that this is going to be a good a game, or do you think that Bethesda dropped the ball on this one? Do you think Skull and Bones is going to be a great game, or do you think that the pirate game, like the genre of pirate games, has already run its course? Let me know. Seriously, because I am interested in knowing what you guys' opinion is. Also, are you going to get the new Assassin's Creed game? Though it looks like, and just like in the last game, you're going to be playing as a female assassin or before assassin. I don't know. They didn't really clarify very much. At first, it seemed like you're going to be playing as Spartan that was rejected, and then it seemed like you're playing as some woman who was a thief and murderer. I don't know. It's really weird. I gotta see how they go with this game in order to make an actual like guess as to what's going on. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment below, because if you guys subscribe, it helps me out. If you guys comment on the content that you like, it still helps me out and helps you out because you get better content. Yes! Okay, bye-bye.